game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals and the champions of the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
Every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that can hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a done this now long time. Their veteran quarterback.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again. And that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever. But here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs? They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now for Stafford. Pressure gets there, and down he goes!
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as it is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0,
Delay of
and that'll
game,
cost them
offense.
5.
Still first down.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one finds Chase.
Complete to number 1. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Second down, Burrow. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third
A
down.
gain of 9 brings up
When you
3rd
call these
and
double
2.
moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Exiting he's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We're going to find out pretty quickly how aggressive this head coach wants to be here, Mike. All the analytics say on the plus side of the 50, you've got to go for it. You have to take advantage of this field position and try to come away with 6. Big decision here, but I think they've got to go for it.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. On the ground, it's Evans. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the read, here's Burrow. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
22-yard line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd and 5. Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Burrow here on second down. They're trying to work the screen with Mixon. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The extra point is up and through. And the Bengals are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Stafford. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
First down.
First catch there for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. He'll get this out wide.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
3rd and a long way to go. On the ground, it's Akers. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the first down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on 3rd down, you add it on top of the punt.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Without question, something you never want to see. especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. 2nd and a yard. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 7. Now, Burrow. The throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll run with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Evans. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter. Here's 3rd down and a few inches as we are ready to get back underway. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0.
14. Rams nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Rams offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. 1st down, LA.
First down, Los
The
Angeles.
best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play-action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down
Personal
by
foul.
the punter,
Roughing the kicker.
and this might
Defense.
keep the drive alive.
Automatic 1st down.
The kicker, guys! Give him some time! We need these points!
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Akers. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At the 41. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, it's over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Bengals have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and a great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Running is Akers. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He finds Cup along the out route. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
And it's third
This
down.
pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throw on third down, Stafford. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
And the Rams.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Open man is Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. No give on the ground. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the
They get 18 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
Rams.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And the Rams are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Cup in motion. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. To throw is Stafford. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. Third and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and watch back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down.
Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the red challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if two were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good challenge there. The look was conclusive. The feet were in, and this will be ruled a complete pass. An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go, and the Rams get back in it. It is 21-7.
Rams 7.
It's an easy 3. Bring it home, baby. Get to that, Reds. You can do it. Take the kicker, guys. Give us some time. Get 3 points on the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more. As way. This one taken at the 7. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Right to the uprights. You can do it.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
8 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They get 15 on that game. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A first down throw for Burrow. To the left side in the hands of Bull. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They'll motion the tight end right. Second down, Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
Come on, kick it! Right through the uprights. You can do it! Come on, kick it! That's an easy 3. Take the kicker, guys!
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Back to throw, Burrow. And that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now, Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up third and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
What is this?
We'll be in the game. Step it up.
What are you doing? Come on.
Zach Taylor will turn to his field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half.
Woo! You know it, baby. You know it all day long. Thank you. Yeah, let's go.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. A quick slant, caught by Boyd. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Well, it seems like whatever they talked about during the halftime break, it appears to have worked. I mean, they don't have a lot of room for error, but big plays like this, it's going to go a long way in helping them chip their way back into this game.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That is caught. It's Robinson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, L.A.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, L.A.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here's Brown on now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Rams back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Rams 14.
Both seems ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
50-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll get that out to Mixon. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Burrow. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Higgins sent in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 22-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Bengals first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
31, Rams 14.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Begin here on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Quick throw, taken in. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. It's complete. He's got cut. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 27.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cup in motion. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
In motion, it's Robinson. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Rams are back within 2 scores.
17.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
This could be the turning point. This could be it. This could be
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the option, they give it to Mixon. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That is caught. Finding Higgins. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
On the play. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Now Mixon. He's beyond midfield to the 45. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 33 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And you're able to pop off a big run.
Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Big-time completion right there. And this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Mixon. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. They're trying to pin him deep. He'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Second down, it's Stafford. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going to check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Again, it's Stafford. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. 17 yards on that play. First down, L.A.
First down, Rams.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Stafford now on second down. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. And after 3 prior defeats, the Bengals have finally done it. For the first time in franchise history, they are Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course, we